Please don't go. I love you so. Love me. Please don't go. Please don't go. I love you so. I love you so. Please don't go. Please don't go. I love you so. I love you so. Please break my heart. Please don't go. Please don't go. I love you so. I love you so. Please don't go. Please don't go. I love you so. I love you so. Please don't go. I'll eat your whole. I'll eat your whole. I love you so. I love you so. Please don't go. I'll eat your whole. I love you so. I love you so. I love you so. I love you so. I'll eat your whole. I love you so. I'll eat your whole. I love you so. Behind the super. Good morning, everybody. It's me, your boy, Solaris, coming at you live with some more My Summer Car. Oh my god, my winter car is out. I need to finish the fucking game. Like, my winter car is out. It's playable right now. Which means I have to beat my winter car now. I cannot bring myself to play my winter car knowing I did not finish my summer car. So we gotta do it. Alright. It's been a hot second since we've been playing. So I don't remember. Oh my god. It's Monday? What time is it? Probably 3 p.m. It's not 3 a.m. Yeah. It's 3 p.m. I'm tired. I'm dirty. But the rest of my stuff is good. Alcohol done. No bit. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. I gotta always come in here and check to make sure this is working. It's not. Oh, for a second I thought I fell asleep. Position claim that. Where is? Here it is. Throttle access. And then we come in here. No. Better FFB? No. There's a button around here somewhere that lets me adjust this stuff. This is what I get for taking a big break. Oh, there it is, calibrator. And then what did I have to do for this? Please don't fall asleep. I think I almost fell asleep there. So what was this? Clutch, brake. Push all those in. Bop, bop. All right, so we have throttle, we got brake, we got clutch, and we have wheel. Perfect. I love this song, but I don't want to hear it right now. In general, I'm going to turn the music down. Okay. Let's not fall asleep again. Let's try to go look. Oh, hello. Okay, post order. Grandma wants fish. That guy wants his hay bales. Batteries, alright. Son of a bitch. Is this all wired up and everything? I'm missing the RPM gauge. Which I see that there's some stuff out here that I haven't put on yet. Radar buster. We'll go put that on the table. This is going to be really annoying until we fix that. Maybe we can make some coffee. Did I buy coffee? I didn't buy coffee. Crazy. Okay. Oh, what am I looking for? I was organizing. Reorganize my workspace a little bit. Filthy oil filter. This some bitch even got an oil filter? Look at that. It's got an oil filter on it. So we need a battery for surezies. Can I install this? Oh shit. I thought you had to remove the seat to install the fire extinguisher. This is one of those things I've thought about buying in real life. Just a little fire extinguisher in the car, but as with all safety equipment, mine included, I'm lazy and don't wanna. I would actually like to put that on. I gotta Google how to read this lottery ticket again, see if I won or not. Because I don't know how to read it. A can full of diesel? I'm just gonna leave this right here. Seems like a good place for it. Outside rain, sugar looking blue from the cold sunlight that's reflected off the moon. They fly, angels fly around you. Reminding me used to be 3 and not just 2, and that's how the world begins. That's how the world will end. It does not seem to be anything to hook up here, so that I imagine that means that I'm fine. Oh god. And the RPM gauge is going to work when we figure out how to get the car turned on. Alright. GT grill, go on the front. Oh, fuck. That'll be nice to have. Oh shit, we already bought a battery. Holy fuck. And we bought coolant. And we got the empty plastic cans. Oh boy, that's a lot of chores I thought I was gonna have to do. No siree, no siree. No chores for a man like me. Oh god, 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 oh god. I want to at least survive until the night comes again, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. I'm gonna flow like concrete. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put my watch back on, actually. Oh god. Wait, no. Okay. Hold on. Oh my god. Watch. Oh my god, my wrist is just so fat. Okay. Let us cook. Because we have everything, so we should be able to get the car working. Oh, what am I looking for over here? Oh yeah. Nothing at all. Okay. I don't know if that's actually going to charge it, but I thought I might as well slap that bad boy on there. This isn't on or anything? Okay. I'm just making sure we got power on where power's needed. Shave the beard? What? Bro, have you seen me without a beard? That shit, I got that baby face. I got that chubby little baby face when I don't got the beard, and it makes me super self-conscious. It's I like it. It's about the length that I want to keep it at. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. I don't know why the alert didn't go off. Did an alert go off? Are my alerts? Oh no, bro. My alerts broken? Oh, why did that not make a noise? That's bad. You know what? We're not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna ignore that for now. I'm gonna make that a me problem, not a you guys problem. Please don't fall asleep. Guy said he wants to run in your hands and your beards. Bro, it feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's not soft. It's very scraggly and pointy, but like in a soft way. You know what I mean? And praying in an evening, yeah. Let's see. Do we have coolant? We do have coolant.
Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food.
Well, that was oddly late. These jabronis don't speak for me. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Now there's people here, so now my concentration's slipping from the task at hand, which is getting the car to work. All right. Time for the age-old question, lads. Do we remember how to put a battery on a car? Is it positive and then negative, or is it negative then positive? I think positive. I think positive first. I think positive first. Because electricity flows in a cycle, right? So if we put the positive, whatever one of these is, if we put the positive on first, then it can't shock us because there's no ground yet for it to be connected to.
Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food.
Thank you very much for the follow, Kai the Samurai. Will you die if you get it wrong? Yes. Yes, I will. At least, not. It's not guaranteed that I'll die. There's a chance that the game will actually do nothing to me. But oh my god. Let's try it from down here, I guess. But typically, you're supposed to die. There it is. Hey, no sparks. No sparks. Boom. No sparks. We have battery power. Tomorrow. Make sure you put a foiler on that thing, then neg the P and neg then negative then positive? Bro, I just did it backwards. I think you're trying to kill me. What the fuck? Alright. Wow, that force feedback seems crazy. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? So what could be wrong? What did I forget to do? Step 1, we don't want the battery to die. Also, what's up, Poke Boy? Step 1, we don't want the battery to die, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna undo the battery, get that shit out of there. Because we know it's not the battery causing the problem. I just bought this sumbitch. So it's not the battery. let's start down the chain of things it could be. The starter, for one. And wouldn't you look at that, lads? Wouldn't you look at that? A bolt holding the positive to the starter was missing. So, fun fact for people who don't know about cars from damn autos. I don't know if that legit. God damn it, that's legit happened to me twice from damn AutoZone or O'Reilly's. Bro, you're not playing Permadeath IRL? That's crazy. This kind of worries me, because if I forgot this, there's a billion other things I could have forgotten. Like, why does it feel like that should be exhausting somewhere? Why does it feel like I should have a tube connected to that? My radiator is radiated, correct? Anyway, for people who don't know, fun fact, the way your car gets started is your battery sends energy down to this little thing. This thing's just a motor to get the engine turning, right? So, like, before the engine can move itself, there needs to be some kind of... Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay. To get the engine moving, there needs to be some kind of external force to get the crankshaft to start cranking, to get the pistons to start pistoning, so that they can then start exploding without immediately blowing the fucking engine sky high. This is that little bit of motion beforehand. I love explosions, damn straight, brother. People don't really appreciate the fact that cars are just moving explosion machines. Rotating thousands of times per minute. Alright. If life is good, the car should turn on now. Or at the very least, we should hear a different noise. I'm going to turn the music off real fast, so I can hear any noises that it might be made here. Okay, well, that's literally no noise whatsoever. That's rough. That's rough. That actually mega sucks. Oh no, bro. What have I done wrong? I want to beat my summer cars so I can go play my winter cars. So I am really locked into trying to get this shit done. And obviously something's horribly wrong. It must have got that batteries from O'Reilly's. What do I like? What do I... O'Reilly's Auto Parts. It's been a little bit since I've actually had to go to a place. Where do I think I go to an AutoZone. Okay. So that's properly hooked up. That's properly hooked up now. I don't think there's anything else connected to the starter there that could be wrong. Even if the car didn't have fuel, it should still be fine. But just in case, this is empty. But maybe it'll show me anyways. No. I'm pretty sure I have gas in the car. And even if I didn't, the battery should still be making the clicking noise on the starter. So if it's not, is it possible that I didn't wire the starter? Or not the starter, the ignition. I guess we can check that one visually, huh? No, there's definitely a wire running out of that ignition. Hold on. I'm gonna fall asleep.
Okay. Wire running out of the ignition. Connects there. Connected there. Even if there's no engine oil. I'm just trying to get this to connect to something. Doesn't seem to be. I'm missing 2 slots here. But that feels like I'm just being baited by the game. Even my headlights are connected. Fuck, what could it be? Everything seems to be wired up correctly. That's all connected. Also, did I put... I don't know if I ever put engine oil in the car. Which, real quick, while we're just dealing with problems, let's try to deal with that one, huh? Hold on, before I do that, let me go check the oil pan. Ha 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 ha! Good thing I went and checked the oil pan. There could have been tons of shit wrong down here. There could have been tons of shit wrong from this entire car. How you doing, Poke Boy? And also Kai. Mr. New Guy to the stream. Well, I try to deign what I'm missing here. Boy, howdy, I should really sleep. You know what? We can just work on this in the nighttime. I'm getting tired of that. Actually, leave that light on for right now. I'm gonna deal with my thirst and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, lads, get us some sleep, and then we'll come back at this issue with a fresh... unoptimal phone call timing. I don't believe I have the van. Let's take that off the charger. I don't believe I have the van right now. I think you can go pick him up in the van. I'm not even 100% sure you can go pick him up in the van. Gotta put batteries in the flashlight. Because, like, I have the tractor. If I had the if I had the van, it would be parked like right here. Hold on. Maybe I parked it over here for some fucking stupid reason. Maybe it respawned, reset, a billion things. But let's go check. If the van is here, I would like to go pick up Unky. Definitely not in his yard. I feel like it definitely had to have respawned. Or Uncle must have taken it back. Yeah, there's nowhere else I would have left it. All right. So we cannot go pick up Unky. Put down the flashlight, make sure to turn it off. I am accepting ideas. If anyone here is a little bit of a freak, a little bit of freak in the engine sheets. If you have an idea of why my starter's not starting anything, I will accept your assistance. Like, once again, the starter should be making a noise. Like, the starter itself is a tiny little motor, right? So if the starter is not working, then it wouldn't make a noise. And if it was working, then it would make a noise, regardless of any other problems. So it has to be starter related. In some way. Starter or ignition related. I just want to put my GT cover on real fast. Gone away. I can see the fires of light burning into the night. There's too many men and too many people making too many problems. And there's not much left to go around. Oh. Just in case, let's unbolt and rebolt the start. You know what? Actually, let's completely take the starter out just to make sure that it actually works. There it is. Living in a firework, losing control by the hour. Oh, you know what? There's totally another bolt holding the starter down. Why can't I get to that? It's just not the right size? Really? There we go. In poor condition. Poor does not mean broken, though. Poor should still work. We'll go ahead and put everything back on now. Just make sure over here. There's nothing around here that is like should have been on the car but is not on the car, and that's a problem. No. Okay. Let's just try the battery again. Well, let's also put some engine oil in the car. I should have bought more engine oil. Coming home tonight. My generation put it right. It didn't. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Motor oil says full. That's interesting. It doesn't feel full. Under half full. Oh, I was busy with some other business and really missed. Something happened? Okay. Oh, fuck. Thank God the camera is not high resolution. I swear, if it was, y'all would have saw a booger just absolutely fly out of my nose. Who knows where that landed, am I right? Hey. Hey, wait a second. Hey. Hey, what the fuck? Kill myself today, 'cause I have shit to do tomorrow. Sorry. Hey, the grounding wire is gone. Is that supposed to happen? Huh? Let me go deal with my hunger. I did not know that it could unwire it. I did not know that it could unwire. Lightning, don't answer the cell phone or home phone. God damn, now my urine's popping. You would imagine I would just remember what spanner it was eventually. I would assume it's a big one. Okay. Assuming that that's a bug and not because I uninstalled the starter. Hopefully now we're about to have some power here. Nothing. 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 What the fuck? Nothing. This is actually whack. Huh? Oh, bro. let's go deal with our stats. It's gonna be a long day. Let's stop thinking it's gonna be a quick fix. Let's start thinking it's gonna be a little bit dangerous, my friend. You need a mindset. I love that song. Beautiful song. Beautiful musical. Friend, you need a mindset change for this. You cannot get away with playing safe for this. Take a shower. Get that extra little bit of pee out. Thermostat up, timer on. We'll get the sauna heating up as well. That here is my friend, and I've been afraid for this. You cannot get it. I'm afraid for this. Okay. Let's assume that it is somehow not the starter's fault. We have uninstalled it, reinstalled it, checked its condition, rewired it. If it was that, let's assume that we would have fixed it by now. The clutch disc seems to be working just fine. That's connected and everything. But this game's whole thing is like realism, right? So like the starter should be startering. Why is the car drifting? Better. The battery can't be dead. I just bought it. Fuel line's looking fine. Like, we're not having in dashboard lights, which implies that there's something horribly wrong going on with the battery. Let's unplug this before we start doing some things. Put that back on charge just in case. Main harness connector. Dash harness connector. That goes into there. That goes up there. The distributor's connected. I'm gonna be the stupidest motherfucker alive whenever I find this, dude. Oh, I'm gonna be the dumbest man ever made if I cannot find this soon. Let me get a drink. Let me get a drinky drink.
Murder's okay. War isn't murder, is a casualty. Hurting a veteran with a gun. Let's talk about dead people.
Naked Gun broke the game when he made my winter car so that people would have to update.
Oh, ei jaksa katsoa sun naamaas.
I accidentally reached in and pressed the loud button. Oh no.
Perkele!
Okay, thank God I figured it out. So if it cannot be, it's not the spark plugs. If it cannot be the starter, the distributor? Hold on. Hold on. You know what I just noticed? Let me say my thought so that I can prove that I know that I'm the dumbest man alive. Look at the power cable here. That goes down to the starter. The ground goes to the ground. There is no other connections to this battery. It's just sending it into the starter. So the reason it's not working is because I never connected the positive. I never connected the battery to the dashboard. Oh, that actually is the chill lights. I was about to turn on chill. What if we turn on mega chill lights, actually? What if I don't want light in here? Hell yeah, brother. That's what we want. Okay. So it turns out that I am, in fact, the dumbest man alive. But I'm just smart enough to know that I'm the dumbest man alive. And that's what real intelligence is. Intelligence is not being smart. It's knowing that you're not smart and you're going to fuck it up. Okay. I saw dash lights come on. Let's turn off music so I can listen. Forgot to pull out the choke, but I don't think that's going to be helpful. Okay. So, the starter is working now. We can confirm that noise you're hearing, that's the sound of the starter engine trying to do its thing. It's turning shit. Ooh boy, that shit drains his battery fast. I did that way too much. So, if the starter's working, why is the engine not turning on? Good question. Good question. There could be a lot of reasons. There could be a lot of reasons. There definitely is fuel in the tank, so it's not fuel. At least it's not fuel being in the car, at the very least. It could be fuel getting into the engine. Fuck, dude, the whole thing's an engine. Literally every part of it could make it not work. You know? Like, what could it be? I don't know. It's a car. That's like its job. That's the whole thing. Like, what? Like everything. Every single fucking part of it. You know what? That's not true. This strut here could have literally nothing to do with this engine turning on. I'm just kind of looking around for loose bolts, checking the fuel lines. Is there a pump? Well, there a fuel pump? Yeah, there's a fuel pump. Is that the reason why? Maybe. I don't know. I'm just kind of tracking the fuel line here. I'll check the pump in a momento. It's a good idea. All right, so we get up here into the fuel filter. Fuel filter sends it into that thingy. That thing sends it up here to get injected in here. Okay, so that all seems to be correct. I think that's the fuel pump, right? Like that's not the fuel filter. That's, I don't know what the fuck that is. That's not a pump though. That's just like a little storage container. That's the pump. It doesn't have any bolts or anything. It's all held together with this rubber bullshit. Also, by the way, welcome to the stream, Bubby. I don't think I said so. I mean, it's bolted in there. I think you were so right. I think you're so right, because my brain is immediately telling me, how is that fuel pump getting power? How is the fuel pump getting power? The fuel pump can't get power. There's nothing here. It's just fuel lines. There's not a fucking power connector connected to the fucking engine. This some bitch needs to be fucking bolted. Oh, brother, it needs to be wired in, not bolted. You're so smart. You're so smart. Bro, I'm not smart. I'm not smart at all. You know how long it would have took me to remember that I need to actually give power to the fuel pump? I mean, I started at the gas tank, so maybe it wouldn't have taken me that long. I kind of was working towards it. But I don't know which one I need to do here. I need this real quick. At least I think I might need that. So I'm assuming I unbolt those and then I connect the wiring. That's the front lights connector. Huh? Okay, maybe we were wrong. Maybe it actually doesn't need to be powered, because I don't see how I'm connecting this in there, unless I need to put the wiring in before I put the fuel pump on. Let's take the fuel pump off real fast. Okay, well, if it was this, then I think I would have found it by now. But it definitely seems like there's one more thing I'm not connecting. Hold on, did I ever connect the alternator out of curiosity? Alternator's definitely connected. You can see that right there. What am I missing? Because there's definitely a missing wire connection there. Well, where does the other two of those go? I'm following a wire right now, seeing where it goes. Alright, so I think we're following the wire that kept going down right here. So that goes to the alternator. At least I think that's the wire I was following. The one that just keeps going down, right? No, that one's coming from that distributor line. Hold on. No. This is what, the front connector? Oh, this is the radiator. And the other one's the front connector? Of which there are two more. Oh, let me follow the other cable. Hold on. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, okay. It's just the front harness carrier. But there's another thing here. I can't look in here and see. I need to go de-stress. Hold on. What am I missing? Maybe it'll be like the starter, where if I take off the fuel pump and I put it back on, it'll fix whatever wiring issue is there. Oh wait, no, that's not that's not how that worked at all. Actually, it ended up being a different thing entirely. Oh, I forgot. I wasn't smart with that idea. With the idea that came after. So. Okay, a second dosing of water doesn't do anything for me. Let's turn you off. Okay. Once again, the car has vibrated itself, slid itself over for no fucking reason whatsoever, actually. Okay. Gas tube or gas pedal cable? Are there any throttle cables? The throttles are connected. Have you not played this game before? Damn. Welcome. If where I'm thinking the throttle is a physical connection. But even still, that wouldn't prevent the engine from turning on. Hold on. Before I do that, let's check with the wires again. Oh no, okay, there it is. Fuel pump. Okay. Let's just bolt that in then. Let's assume it's not the fuel pump, although it still feels like it should be. Why is that? Why does it feel like it should be the fuel pump? I don't know about gas tube. Not quite sure what that is. So the gas pedal, as you can see, just comes up here and pulls on these. So you have this one, which pulls the brake, and then that one, which is the throttle. You can see it connects to there, which connects to these, and these are how it gets gas. Which I guess at that point there could be a point of failure if those weren't bolted in and were leaking. But they're bolted. I'm following the line right now. Goes down to those. Those are bolted. Yeah, all the fluids seem to be connected just fine. Even the one of the engine? Yeah. That looks connected. Is that bolted in? That looks like it's clipping, but that looks like it's bolted. I'll check it anyways. Hold on. Right here. Because I can see the threads, but I think it's just clipping. Well, howdy, friend. If you haven't played My Summer Car before, how'd you make it to the stream? Out of curiosity. Yeah, that's bolted. That's bolted. You seem to know a little bit about cars. Is that one good? No. Is this 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 one good? No. This one? Nope. This one? Negatory. Well, now I just feel like life's playing a cruel prank on me because none of them work. Okay. Game is interesting. I saw it on a stream, went offline, never drove a car nor have a license. I'm 32 years old. Oh, interesting. Where do you live that you managed to get away with not having a license? Definitely not the United States, I can tell you that. Well, there's probably some cities you could get away with in this fake car-dependent country. Under a rock, not in the USA, of course. I'm from Italy. Damn. Good for you, brother. Never drove a car, but you know a bit about him? You a race fan? Is it? Hold on. Why do I feel like it has something to do with the starter again? And the fuel pump, maybe. But if it was, I'd be getting a wiring alert for the starter. Forgot to put this back on the charger. We definitely have fuel. Definitely have engine oil. What else could it be? The starter is definitely working. The distributor maybe not firing at the right time. The distributor could be improperly tuned. I guess if it was improperly tuned enough, it could do that. Let's kind of move it a little bit, I guess. Boy, my tummy is making rumblies. I don't know why I tried that. The battery's not even in the car. Reset the parking brake because the car keeps sliding on the ground. Okay. So assuming it's not the starter. Assuming it's not the fuel pump. Here, just in case. Just in case of Rooney. Let me come in here and my summer car fuel pump. Let me just make sure this does not require a wiring of some kind. Okay. It does not seem like the fuel pump needs to be wired in somehow. So let's stop assuming it's the fuel pump in some way. Definitely is not the spark plugs. Those are all bolted in and in mint condition. It could technically still be the distributor, I guess, since we moved it, but I doubt that. God, I just want to try it again. Maybe it was just the distributor. We'll do a quick test and hopefully not kill the battery here. All right. Nothing. I don't want to pump it for longer than that because the battery was already a little low and I don't want to kill it. Once you kill the battery, it's dead, you know? You play any racing games for Mons? Via Mons? You play some iRacing by chance? That's the racing game I play. Okay. The problem is that, like, I don't know what to do besides start taking the whole fucking engine apart and just redoing it and checking that everything's bolted in. I guess it could technically be the rockers as well, but I doubt it. I don't think the rockers can start that bad. I don't know, I'm checking the alternator. That's not going to do anything for me. Maybe that's on all the way. I wonder, what if I search my summer car troubleshooting? Yeah, Satsuma troubleshooting. Doesn't turn over. That's what we're looking for. Mutual fuel tank, a fuel tank in it. We got that. What is the choke? Like, what is it as in, like, what do I have it set to? Or what is it as in, like, what does a choke do? Spark plugs may not be tightened or installed. That is definitely done. Rocker shaft is broken. Can't be the rocker shaft, brother. But maybe it's not fully installed. I'll check that. And the screw hole in the distributor might be loose. Probably not, because I undid it and redid it. Part of the car, and what does it do? Saw it a couple minutes ago. So the starter, I'll explain that here in a second. Once I double check this distributor. Because I like to explain things visually. Okay. So the starter, the choke is this little fucking lever, this little fucking pulley here. So as you can see, it is like a little flat guard that blocks or allows airflow. So what the choke is it allows me to, by hand, control how open or closed that is in the air intake. So I can control how much air is allowed into the engine from inside of the car. It's good on a car. It's good. Or not, it's good. The main thing is that you got to pull it out before you turn the car on, because you need to starve it of air so that the fuel can do it. And then once the car heats up, you turn more of that fuel into air. But until the car heats up, it does better with a higher fuel mixture than an air mixture. You know what I'm saying? Just in case, let's just take the distributor completely out of the car. Drop that shit on the ground. Do a little teabag on that bitch. Oh, here's a fun thing I just saw. Look at this. You see how this has gears on it? See how this has gears on the bottom of it? That's because when the starter is starting, it's turning the crankshaft. Or the camshaft? The camshaft. It's turning the camshaft. And the camshaft then goes and turns the distributor, which lets the distributor start firing so it can get the pistons firing so that the car can turn on. Okay. We're looking good. Let's hook this bad boy up. Whoop, there goes my battery. Let's hook this bad boy up again. And hope that maybe just undoing and redoing the distributor and wiggling it around a little bit. Why is it constantly turning? Oh, I'm holding the... Well, that explains that part a little bit. I didn't have the choke out, but that shouldn't... Like, the car still should have turned, just in case. Oh, whoa, 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 hold the fucking phone. The car is on. Holy shit. We're on. Fuck yeah. Yo. What game we play? I thought we were playing a Finnish pain simulator. This is a Finnish pain simulator, brother. This is my summer car. Speaking of car, look at that sumbitch. Ooh, he rattling. Ringle dingle dangle, brother. Is it? Yeah, this game takes place in Finland. Oh, my bad. Never mind. This actually takes place in Translandia. Oh god, the back of the car is about to fall off. All right. I don't hear no problems. I don't hear no problems with the distributor. Seems we got that tuned just right. Maybe it was just slightly out of sync. Now that the car is on, we can do some fun shit. Let's get the top part tuned up. Never fucked with cars, so it's all new and interesting to me. Hell yeah, brother. Unfortunately, you missed the engine building phase. And you even got here right when the problem was that we were working on, that the engine wasn't turning on, fixed. So, missed a lot of good car content is what I'm saying. However, I love explaining shit, so I will re-explain whatever all the time. So what I am doing right now is I am desperately searching for a way to get this cover off. So, because we're going to do some mid-engine tuning. We're going to tune the engine while it is on and chug-a-luggin' here. Step one is just to get this cover off. Underneath this cover is going to be a thing called the rockers. The rockers control the timing of fuel and air and god damn it, of the fuel and the air getting into the engine and also exhausting. Is that dangerous? A little bit. In real life, definitely. In game, not so much, which is surprising because it typically is. Anyway, these are the rockers. So this is a 4-piston engine, which we can actually see the piston here if we put our head into the engine block. The internals are not simulated, so that's why it's looking a little weird. In real life, this is this little shaft here that goes like down and up. This is like turning. It's rolling over and over and over again. And it's doing that because there is explosions taking place in this little chamber right here. We only can kind of see it because of us clipping through the engine block. But you see how this piston's lower and this piston's higher? Up there, at the top of the piston, air and fuel is injected into the engine. Exactly, the piston chamber. They're injected into the chamber, they explode, push the piston down, turns this crankshaft, crankshaft goes into the gearbox, gearbox turns it into power that you can use on your wheels. Point is, this is where all the fucking power comes from. The rockers at the top here are controlling when the fuel and air are being pushed in and when they are being exhausted. At what point does the flappy piece of metal open to let the explosion gas out of the engine? Because you have to let it out. If you don't let it out, then the fucking engine explodes. All right, so it's a 4-piston engine, so we have 8 rockers, as you can see. 2 for each piston, 1 controlling injection, the other controlling exhaust. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to... Yep, perfect. Perfect. We're going to just walk up to them, and we're going to scroll down on them until we start to hear that clicking. That clicking means that it's bad. But we want to be right on the verge of that clicking. There we go. Or at least I think that's how that works. Remember that anything I say could also be really fucking stupid and really fucking wrong. I'm only somewhat of a car nerd. Somewhat of a car nerd. So I'm never really 100% sure on what I'm doing at any given point in time. It was a small one, wasn't it? You're fucking with the rockers to modify their timing. Yes, to modify their timing of injecting fuel and exhausting the explosion. So that they will be in tune with each other, both interpiston and intrapiston. Meaning they're both in tune with its own exhaustion and with the exhaustion of other pistons. Because, of course, you want the car going at all times, right? So imagine a one piston car real fast, right? You got one piston doing the pumping. Every time that there is not actively an explosion happening is going to be a point in time when the engine cannot give power to the tires. If you drove on one piston, your car would go net, 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 net. Not great. You would be half of your time would be spent not having power. Add two pistons, you can cover that gap a little bit more. 3 pistons, you cover it better. 4 pistons, you cover it better. All the while still adding both consistency of power and power itself. So hopefully with what we have done, all the pistons should now be firing in a good sync, where when one is done, the next one starts, and then the next one starts, and then the next one starts, and then we are now back around on the crankshaft and starting the next set of pistons. Or the next set of rotations, I mean, not set of pistons. How's fuel looking? Alright, so we can leave it like this for a little bit. Car is warmed up now, which is great. Let me go get some thirst in my belly real fast. You have to drink something, I think? Yeah. If we don't do that, it'll kill us. And we're on permadeath, so if we die, everything we've done gets deleted. Pistons might theoretically be timed, but not overlap, but also be close enough to ensure continuous drive. Correct. Okay. So now... let me just go over here and also make sure that I didn't leave something in here. I think I have to order that piece. An air fuel ratio is what I was hoping I would find over there. I really parked that tractor in the most stupid fucking spot. Okay. We can't really tune anything else up here. The only thing left to do before we can start test driving this bad boy is make sure that the tires are straight, and then we're gaming. We're gaming. We're Neil fucking gaming. You're high on the thirst me, but not the thirst trap type shit. Bro, not too afraid to goddamn compliment my physical appearance? What the fuck? Why you gotta throw in some bullshit like, actually, you're also not hot, by the way. I just want to make it clear that you're thirsty in the video game and not in a I find you attractive kind of way. Bro, homies hype each other up, dude. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, tire. I got lost in my joke. Alright, so what we're doing here is the car doesn't actually need to be on for this part. We're gonna turn it off. Not waste fuel. Not waste unnecessary wear and tear when we don't have to. You got enough hype in your stream descriptions calling yourself husband, the puns must cease. Incorrect, brother. The puns will never stop. They will never cease. They are deigned by God to continue forever and ever and a million years more. All right? So let's just get that out of the way real fast. That's not correct. That's what I'm looking for. I knew it was right here. So, steering. Let's talk about steering. This is an old vehicle. So remember that also anything that I say does not really apply to modern day vehicles anymore for the most part. Indefallible indeed. I was going to lurk, but I got some cover letters to write. You never heard thirst trap? Instagram's full of them. I'm going to talk about some steering real quick while you look then, buddy. Steering wheel. It's a wheel. Inside this wheel is a tube. That tube connects down there through the steering column. Here, you can even see the tube. See? Tube. This tube comes down here and controls these. This is the steering column. Or the steering bar, I mean. It just straight up pushes this bar, or twists this bar. Push this bar? It fucking, there's a gear linkage in here that pushes the bars. And what it does is it connects to this little angle here, and that controls the steering of the car. As you can see, if you were to pull this bar to the right of the screen, it would pull this bar with it, right, this one, and that would turn the wheel left. If this bar was to push to the left, then it would push this to the left, which would push this to the right. Reverse on the other side, boom, now you can turn a car. So we need to make sure the wheels are straight. How do we do that? Vibes. We literally are just going to just kind of eyeball this shit. Like, that look like it's going straight? I don't know, looks kind of like it's going off to the right to me. Up, nope, up, up, up. Like, if I'm standing here and I can see the wheel over here, that's not straight. Remind me of the term rack and pinton steering. Yeah. All right, let's turn this pretty far right. Pretty far right some more. We want to be able to stand in front of the car and see the wheel. And only really like... See right there, it's pointing straight at me. Kind of off to the side still. That's pretty straight. We go all the way back here. Can we still see it? Now, I think it's still kind of pointed off to the side a little bit. Still, even still, I think it needs a little bit more. Okay, that's probably good now. That's probably good now. This tire. Hold on. I didn't think about the fact that the car was kind of sideways. I didn't think about that fact at all, actually. So I just fucked up that tire so bad. Hold on. Now it's gonna be pointing in like a motherfucker. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Who's calling me? Nope. Fuck off. That was just like an advertisement trying to sell me something I can't even buy. All right, let's reverse some of my absolute shittery here. Still pointing in a little bit. Tires seem to be pointing right here. I think I kind of want it to be pointed in a little bit, right? Pointed in understeers. Pointed in is a more stable car driving experience. I think that's actually really straight, but I actually want to be pointing in a little bit. No, that doesn't look right at all, does it? Fuck, dude. It's so hard to tell. Also, I'm fairly certain I just saw an unbolted bolt on my Alright, that's turned in as shit. We're gonna do that. We're gonna leave. We're gonna say that. That's good. Alright. Let's bolt my bumper on, because I apparently forgot to do that. And let's go for a test drive. Shall we? Choke is out. Engine temperature is already pretty good. Because the engine was already on for a bit. I'm moving my I'm adjusting my my mouse and keyboard. Oh. Guess what? There's not. Shift up. Shift down. Handbrake. Oh yeah. Handbrake off. Oh. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, I got like no power in these wheels. Yo, why? What is happening? The car should be moving a lot chiller than this. Am I being too light on it? Oh my God. Why is there like no power? Alright, interesting problem at least. I think it's straight. Yeah, we are using a direct drive wheel, and let me tell you, the force feedback on this is crazy. Dude, I'm in third gear. We are going 50 kilometers an hour. This is ridiculous. Okay, we need to turn around. Jesus Christ, God forbid there's a hill though. We might not make it up it. Okay, so why is the engine weak? Is it because I got the choke in? I don't think so. That was a good place to turn around at. Good place to turn around, I guess. I suppose. Nice, pretty flat. I almost died. Like there's, oh my God, dude. Maybe, was it the choke? Because now it's kind of gaming. What are we going, 80? That's pretty fast. Oh boy. Wow, this force feedback is really weird. Oh God, oh God. Well, I guess I'm going this way. Holy shit, this wheel is whipping me around, brother. Okay. Car felt like it went pretty straight, though. Where did... Hold on. Something fell off my keyboard. Where the hell? There we go. There's a pad on the bottom of my keyboard that's been threatening to fall off on me for a little bit now. Yeah, it looks like it finally has. Which is actually a problem. Because without that little pad, my keyboard is really annoying to use. I don't know where it went, though. It's just gone. Where'd it go? Big yawn from Kitty Amazing. Oh, it's on my own chair. Put that back to the bottom. Oh, that's me. That's my Windows. That's my keyboard disconnecting for some reason, which it also likes to do, but has not done in a while, and now is doing a lot of. Okay. There we go. God damn it. Brother. Okay. So. Maybe it's because the tires were flat? Maybe I have the rockers tuned in the opposite direction that they need to be? Hey, what does that red line on the dashboard mean? Interesting. No, 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 no. Very sluggish. The distributor. Yeah, the distributor would make the most sense to me anyways. Let me go eat some food and then I'm gonna go use the restroom IRL. Let's get rid of that fly. All right, I'll be right back. Huh? Thought my wife was home. Yep. Wife is in fact not home. Let me go ahead because I think I heard my thing beep. Actually, it was their thing that beeped. Never mind. I already have streamer mode on. Okay. Damn it. Okay. I guess we'll look into the tuning of the rocker shaft. How do you tune the rocker shaft? So I actually think I did this correctly. Because it said scroll down, which is what I did. So I think I actually have already did that correctly. Camshaft gear, I'm pretty sure I also did that correctly. Carburetor, I don't think you can tune this? Hold on. Where's the guide for it? Dude, this one for the carburetor. Okay. Carburetor. If it to heat up halfway on the temperature gauge, take screwdriver and locate. Hold on. It says I can use the screwdriver on it, but like, I thought you had to have the racing carburetor to use the screwdriver. Hmm? Hmm. If the stock carburetor is used to having the air filter installed, dirt will accumulate in the carburetor and make the engine response worse and have performing randomly cause throttle get stuck open. Dirty carburetor can be repaired at Fleet Tire by purchasing the engine and motor turning service. Huh? What? But where the fuck do I use the screwdriver on it? Yeah, let me grab the screwdriver. Maybe it'll tell me. Where do I use you? Oh, son of a bitch. Huh. I never knew that was there. Okay. So we need the air-fuel ratio mixer thing to really fuck around with that. Except, what was it? It's down 44 times, up 22 times. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. And scroll a little bit more just in case. And that will make it as low as possible. Let's scroll up 22 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. 22 times. Internal AFR. Okay, whatever. That'll be good enough. And distributor. Okay. So I come in here. I undo this. It says only 2 times it needs to be undone. And then I scroll down on this till it can't go no more. And then I go up 27 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really? That's the correct position? Also, hold on. Let me see if my wife texted me again. Oh.
Hey.
Hi, Dovey.
I have some guests.
Yeah, what?
Guests.
Oh, you have guests?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say hi to Kibby Amazing.
It's okay.
Oh, she's away over here now. Kitty, come back out here. Yeah, get her a tube. She loves tubes. Yeah.
Yeah, that will for sure work.
Look at her. She's coming. Here, let me put the stream on the BRB screen real fast.
Okay, thank you.
What?
Be right back, guys.
jumalauta!
like that. Whew. All right, everybody. I'm gonna actually end the stream there. It's gonna hang out with Tofi until bedtime. Thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a good day, and remember to always